Are you looking for the best language learning software? I want to talk to you guys today about what I've been using, and I really have been liking it. And I think that you guys might be interested in it too if you like learning languages. First of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic look at the products that I like, use, and have. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So I have been learning languages since I was super young in school because the school I went to, you had to take a French class. And so I know a little bit of French, very basic stuff. And then whenever I moved over into high school, you had to take 2 years of a foreign language, and they offered French and Spanish. So I took some Spanish in high school. And then whenever I got to college, I was like, I guess I can keep this language learning thing going because I enjoyed learning languages. I'm not the best at retaining it, but I'm getting better at it. So while I was in college, I decided, let me learn some German. And so I started learning German. That's probably the one that I understand the best out of all of the languages that I've learned. And then after college, whenever I was just working on my lunch breaks, I was like, let me learn some Japanese. And so I kind of self-taught myself some Japanese by doing a few different things. And I want to talk to you guys about today, all the things that I've used and what I'm liking so far. So that's kind of my history of language learning that I've done so far. When I said Japanese and I was learning it myself, I got things like books. This one's called Read Japanese Today. And what I like about this book is that it tells you, it's all in English, but it tells you the meaning and where the symbols came from in the Japanese language, which I thought was really cool. So I can recommend this book. We went to Hawaii, and while we were in Hawaii, I found a pocket Hawaiian dictionary. So I thought that that's fun. Whenever it came to Japanese, one year I asked my mom for Rosetta Stone, the Japanese version. This actually works really well, but it's very expensive, and that's one of the downsides to this. And I've got something, the thing that I want to talk to you guys about today, I think is comparable to Rosetta Stone. I wouldn't say it's better than, I'd say it's comparable to. I even went so far as to get Japanese children's books so that hopefully I could start to understand the language a little bit easier from a child's perspective, because whenever you learn English, you start off reading, you open up the page and it's like a red dot and you see red's written underneath it. That's kind of the thing that I was looking for. Take that easy way or not the easy way, but the more simplistic way to understand things. And that picture word reference, that really helps me for some reason. I'm a very visual person. So with that being said, the very visual person in me really likes the Rosetta Stone because it shows you the picture and then it just gives you a choice and you have to figure out what that picture pertains to with the words. They don't give you any inkling of what the answer could be. And so I really like that aspect of it. But whenever it comes to the best software, it's an app that you can get on your phone or your tablet, and it's free. It's called Duolingo, this little bird thing right here. I've been learning some German on it right now because I wanted to kind of brush up on my German, and I've gotten pretty far on it. See, the way it works is you have all these different courses here. And so the ones that I've completed are all these ones in yellow. And then there's 5 levels, if you will, of that particular section. So like I did a section on clothing. There's 5 levels of clothing, and it's a lot of repetition. So if you're the type of person who learns through repetition, I can highly recommend this. They have a speaking aspect to it where you turn on the microphone and it hears your voice, and then you say what they say, and then it says if you said it correctly or not. There's a typing aspect to it where you actually have to type in what you think the English is, or how to say it, how to spell it out in German. There's also like a word bank style where they'll give you a sentence in either English or German, and then you have to choose what words can make a sentence that mean the same thing. And then there's also like a matching type of thing where you have to match the words together. We is wir in German, so you click those two and then they disappear. Another thing that they do on here too is kind of like the Rosetta Stone. They give you a picture of something and then you have to choose from the word bank of what that is. I find it really interesting, intuitive. I think it works really well. There's a ton of different languages that you can learn. Best thing about this app though is that it's free. There's a free version of it. It is ad supported, so they do have ads every now and again. It's not too over added, if you will, but they kind of gamified it as well. So you have life here. You have 5 bars, if you will, and every time you get something wrong, you lose a life. And so as you're working through your course, you'll notice that you'll get something wrong, you lose the life, and then you have to wait 5 hours to get that next piece in there. Or whenever you complete a course, you can get coins, and with those coins, that's what these coins are up here, those coins, you can rebuy your life right here in the middle. It costs 200 coins. Or you can earn a life back just by practicing some of the things that you've already learned. And then once you usually go through one practice round, they give you the option to watch an ad to get another piece of health back. So like I said, the ads aren't too intrusive, and they actually, there's one ad in particular that I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. I might go and download this. I haven't done it yet though. Then there's also like an achievements page here of a bunch of different things that you can achieve throughout the app. They do offer their Duolingo Plus, which is, I believe, $20 a month, and that gets rid of all the ads, basically. You don't have to worry about the health. And then you can also add your friends here too, and y'all can have competitions, I guess, with the XP there, and you get so many points per day. Another thing that's cool about it too is there's also clubs you can join. So I'm in a German club right now, and this is like a bunch of different activities you can do, and you can talk to people in there. But what I really like is that there's this little leaderboard thing here, and it's who's in number 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for the day by how many points or not by the day, by the week, by how many points that they have there. So that's just kind of fun to always try and get onto the top of. Last thing here is they have like a little treasure chest thing on the bottom here. And it's different things you can buy with the coins that you get. So you can, one thing that you can do is they want you to try and get a streak. A streak is whenever you open up the app and learn something at least once every day, and then you try and go as long of a streak as you can. And so there's like a double or nothing, and you get coins for winning the streak. There's your, you can buy your heart refills. You can get your health shield, which will block, you can't lose any health for a particular amount of time to learn, but that's just through the Duolingo Plus, and they give you a free trial of it if you want to try that out. There's a streak freeze, I told you about that, and then they had some bonus skills that I had access to in the German category there. So super duper fun. I really, really like this. There's also, just to give you an idea, you touch the flag up here. These are all the ones that I'm learning right now, or that I've turned on to learn. Some Japanese, some Hawaiian, some Spanish, and some Swahili. But you can add all of these different languages here. In fact, our midwife, her boyfriend is from Czech Republic, and so she wanted to learn a little bit of Czech. But what's also cool about the languages that they have here is that if you wanted to learn English from a different language, I believe that's what this is here. I'm not sure, but I think maybe you guys know, like you can learn, this is English to French maybe. So like you know French and you're trying to learn English. I'm assuming that's what that is. A couple of fun things that they have on here too is if you watch Game of Thrones, you can learn High Valyrian, which I believe is the language in Game of Thrones. I've never watched Game of Thrones. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones? Let me know that down in the comments below. And then another thing that you can learn here too, which I thought was kind of fun for all you Star Trek nerds, is Klingon. I'll probably end up doing that at some point just for the heck of it. So like I said, if you guys want to check this thing out, it's free. If I can find a link to the App Store, but it's also on Android too. I'll link all that up down in the description below. You guys can go and check that out. Go read other people's reviews about it. It's one of the best language learning softwares on the App Store or on the Google Play Store, and I highly recommend it. If you guys are liking these reviews here, I'm gonna put some more videos right there on the screen. I'd love it if you guys watched more of our videos. I'll see y'all in some of those videos. Thank you, dads, for watching. That thumbs up is always appreciated, and Dad out.